The LEGO set 75358 Tenoo Jedi Temple came out on July 1st, 2023, marked as a 4+ set with 124 piece count. This set features 3 minifigures and some side builds for a whopping $40. Find out with me in this review if this set is even worth getting a year later. So this set actually comes with 3 instruction manuals. I guess that's pretty cool if there's multiple kids trying to build this at the same time. But also I believe it's because for some reason they dedicate a whole page to let kids know that you're supposed to put the Lego bricks in your hand in order to start building. So starting off with the minifigures, and probably going to be the highlight for most adult collectors that's trying to pick up this set, is this High Republic Yoda. So I actually really like this young version of Yoda with those eyes. It kind of reminds me of Clone Wars a little bit. And he has some really nice printing as well as back printing, some simple. The hair is molded onto the head. And here he is with his lightsaber. Overall, I think it's a really good minifigure. And coming up next is Liz Soleil. I think that's how you say her name, but overall, she's a really good minifigure. I think very colorful with that soft cape and nice printing. She also has back printing, but it's going to be covered by the cape. And just to note that her cape does have just the singular hole, just to make it a little bit easier to install. And she comes with a gold hilt to match her cape, as well as a purple lightsaber to match her hair. And this is just a closer look at her printing. Overall, a really nice minifigure. I like the minifigure. I think Lego did a good job nailing the character from the source material. I mean, this is what she looks like just from a quick Google search, and I think it's pretty spot on. And up next is Kai Brightstar, and I don't know if I really like the green hands on him. I know they're supposed to be gloves, but I don't know. But anyway, he does have really good print and back print, although it is going to be covered by the cape. Same with Liz Soleil, his cape only does come with a singular hole. He comes with a green lightsaber and a really unique hairpiece. I really like that. And he also comes with this scared face, which is a little bit of a spoiler. That's definitely Order 66 face, but I think it's pretty cool that they included that.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Now moving on towards the side builds, they have this very simple build for a speeder bike, and I actually kind of like it. I just wish it had proper handles, because I think the handles it came with doesn't really properly represent that. But it's a 4+ set. It's meant to be simple. It's for kids. It's whatever. And you're also able to store a lightsaber on the back when not in use. So I think that's a cool feature, so kids don't lose it when they're not using the lightsaber. And if you're wondering, you can fit 3 of the minifigures on the speeder bike. I try to make it look like how it was represented on the back of the box. It is possible. You just kind of have to tweak it a little bit. This is what I came up with. You just have to put Kai a little bit offset to the side so you can see him clearly. But yeah, it works. I actually really like how this looks with the 3 of them on the speeder bike, and maybe I might even display them like that. I don't know. And up next on a side build is this little astromech droid. He is sitting on a translucent piece, so I don't know if he's supposed to be floating, but he does look like one of those lightsaber training droids, and you can actually spin it around. So it actually has a play feature, and I can see kids playing with this and having fun with it. You can pretend Liz Soleil, for example, over here is training, and she gets smacked around, but she did block it with her lightsaber. So, and coming up next for the side build is this little balanced platform. It is a very simple build, not really much going on. And in terms of the feature, I think it's a bit lackluster compared to the other ones that comes with this set. And to simulate the rocking back and forth, you just kind of push it over. I wish there was like a handle of some sort, but can't complain. This is what Kai looks like on top of the balance platform. And as you can see, he looks a little bit scared as if he's about to fall off. But I mean, it's a pretty stable build, but like I said, it just doesn't offer much playability, I guess. But it's cool to have it. And of course, for the main build, we have the Jedi Temple itself, and it does have some really nice printed pieces. And no, that's not because 4-year-olds strive for detail. That's because I don't think they can apply stickers as neatly and as nicely as possible. Although not exactly the Jedi Temple that fans were hoping for, at least we have one, even though it is on a 4+ set. It does come with some nice foliage appearing on some parts of the bricks there. And then just to give it a little bit more life, they added 2 plant pieces right at the front. And I actually ended up liking this rock piece more than I thought I would. It comes in this translucent piece to make it seem like it's floating. So you can have Yoda right here try to use the Force to levitate it. And it just reminds me of the scene where Yoda was trying to teach Luke to use the Force to lift the X-Wing. So I think that was a pretty neat detail that they did. And just to do a quick comparison, this is the only other Yoda minifigure that I have. So So this is what we're gonna do. As you can see, there's a big difference between their skin color and as well as the hair being painted on the older one and molded on the new one. I mean, it's not gonna be the ideal Yoda for most people. Here is Baby Yoda just to throw in. Also, not to mention, they made the doorway on the set big enough so a figure can actually fit. Now, moving along to the back side of the build, it's not much, but they're able to incorporate some furniture in there. Starting with the kitchen, it is a little bit of a simple build for the kitchen, but it works. Got the blue milk in there, got some food cooking on the pot. And then at the top of the build right here, I believe this tree is supposed to be a bit bigger than how it's showed over here. They got a kyber crystal as well as some things to hold lightsabers, I'm guessing, when not in use. So that's a cool way to store them. On the right side here, you actually have a couple of bunk beds so you can have your Jedi take a nap when they're not training. It's a very simple build. It doesn't have studs or anything, so they are just going to be resting on top like so. I don't have to mention this, but if you do have them on the bunk beds, they can fall off very easily. So with that being said, do you think this set is worth the $40 that it's retailed for? And if so, does the minifigures and the build make up for that? Whopping 124 pieces for $40 is kind of steep. And unless you really want the minifigures, I would wait until this goes on sale. I mean, I got it for $9, so I wouldn't pay $40 for this. Even as a display set, here's just an example. It just doesn't look good. So with that being said, I mean, I give this set a 6 out of 10. What do you think?